She tugged his leather jacket and said, "Sir, please look under your bike." Seconds later, grown men froze in fear. The roar of motorcycles shook the quiet evening air like distant thunder. At the edge of a small American town near the Nevada desert, the sun dipped low, painting the sky in deep orange and bruised purple. This was Hell Angels territory, at least that's what everyone believed. A dusty roadside diner called Martha's Stop sat alone on Highway 95, its neon sign flickering like it was tired of being brave. That night, 12 Hell Angels rolled in. Leather jackets, heavy boots, long beards, faces carved with scars and years of hard living. Locals lowered their eyes when they heard the engines. Some people slipped cash into their pockets and quietly left the diner. Fear traveled faster than the bikes themselves. But one person didn't run. A little girl, no older than 8, stood near the parking lot, holding a worn-out teddy bear with one missing eye. Her name was Emily Carter. She watched the motorcycles park in a tight row, chrome glinting under the fading sun. The men laughed loudly, their voices rough and confident. To them, this stop was nothing more than fuel, food, and a place to rest before riding south. Emily's heart began to pound. Her small hands tightened around the teddy bear. She took a step forward. "Mister," her voice trembled. One of the bikers turned around slowly. He was massive, with gray streaks in his beard and cold blue eyes. His patch read, "Razor." "What is it, kid?" he asked, not unkind but cautious. Emily swallowed hard. Her legs shook. "Please," she said, almost whispering, "look under your bikes." The laughter stopped. Another biker scoffed. "What kind of joke is that?" Emily's eyes filled with tears. "I'm not joking. Please. My dad told me to warn you." Razor knelt down to her level. "Where's your dad, sweetheart?" Emily pointed toward the diner. He's inside. He used to be a soldier. He said bad people put bad things where no one looks." A strange silence fell over the parking lot. Razor stood up slowly. "Check under the bikes," he said. Some of the men protested. "Come on, Razor. It's just a kid." But Razor's face had changed. The smile was gone. He knew that tone. He'd heard it before, years ago overseas when a warning came too late. One by one, the bikers crouched down. Then someone froze. "Razor," another biker whispered. "You better come see this." Under one motorcycle, taped tightly to the frame, was a small black device. Then another, and another. Within seconds, panic spread like fire. "Jesus Christ. Those are IEDs. Who the hell?" Emily backed away, tears streaming down her face. Her father burst out of the diner, his face pale. "Everyone away from the bikes," he shouted. The Hell Angels didn't argue. They moved fast, pulling people away, blocking the diner entrance, forming a human shield around families and staff. These men, who the town feared, now moved with military precision. Sirens screamed in the distance. Police, bomb squad, the entire highway was shut down. When the bomb technicians finally disarmed the devices, the truth was worse than anyone imagined. The explosives were powerful enough to kill everyone within 100 feet. The plan wasn't just to kill the bikers. It was to turn the diner into a mass grave. Authorities later confirmed it was an act of revenge by a criminal group the Hell Angels had crossed months earlier. If Emily hadn't spoken up, no one would have survived. Razor walked over to her slowly. He took off his leather jacket and gently placed it over her shoulders. "You saved our lives," he said, his voice breaking. "All of them." Emily shook her head. "My daddy told me to be brave, even when I'm scared." Razor nodded. "You're braver than most grown men I know." The next morning, the town woke up different. News vans lined the highway. Headlines spread across the US and the UK. "Little girl stops deadly biker bomb attack. Hell Angels saved by child's warning." But the most shocking thing happened a week later. The Hell Angels returned. This time, no engines roaring. They brought food, supplies, school bags. They paid for repairs to the diner. They raised money for the local school, quietly, without cameras. And on Emily's birthday, A black motorcycle pulled up outside her home. Razor stepped off and handed her a small box. Inside was a teddy bear, brand new, but stitched carefully with her old one's missing eye. "You dropped something important," he said softly. Emily smiled. Fear had brought them together, but courage changed everything. And from that day on, whenever someone heard motorcycles near Martha's stop, they didn't run anymore. They looked up, because sometimes heroes come in leather jackets, and sometimes they come holding a teddy bear.